thank you all for coming here today. Today what we are going to talk about is an animal you've all heard of. You've seen them in movies, usually with glowing amber eyes staring at you from the night, or you've heard them in stories and they become your nightmares when you close your eyes. They're always made the villain, but what if in reality they were actually the heroes? What if the creature that was so feared it was hunted nearly to extinction was really one of the most valuable tools in keeping a healthy and balanced ecosystem? The animal I'm talking about is the wolf, and farmers, ranchers, and other individuals who have feared for their livelihood or even their lives have hunted him throughout time. In the 1930s, the wolf was actually made extinct in Yellowstone National Park until they were reintroduced in 1995. What I have gained in my research about these Yellowstone wolves is the unbelievable fact that since the wolves have been reintroduced in the parks, the ecosystem has greatly improved. Wolves have become a great credit to the Yellowstone ecosystem by creating a chain of events that has allowed plants and other animals to once again thrive in the park when they had nearly been extinct before the wolf's reintroduction. Today I'm going to tell you about these chains of events and how the wolf has become a valid asset to the Yellowstone ecosystem. So first I'm going to explain the issues that Yellowstone had before the wolf was reintroduced in 1995. And one of the biggest problems was beavers were performing a disappearing act. Before 1995, there was only one recorded beaver colony throughout the entirety of the park. According to the Yellowstone.com article titled Wolf Reintroduction Changes Ecosystem, written by Brody Farquhar, this was because the overpopulation of elk was overgrazing on the willow bark. Due to the fact that their main predator was no longer a threat, they did not feel the need or they did not feel the desire to move around often to stay safe. So this resulted in higher grazing in one area, which did not allow the vegetation the time to grow back and caused serious damage to the willow trees. Willow bark is vital to beavers as they use it for protection during the winter months. Without the willow trees' protection, beavers began to die out shortly, leaving only the one colony. Once the wolves were reintroduced, the beaver population was on the rise. According to the same article from Yellowstone.com, once the wolves came back in 1995, biologists began to see something amazing begin to happen. The beaver population was returning and the overpopulation of elk was dropping. Due to the fact that the wolf was once again hunting elk, they were forced to move around to different locations. This allowed the vegetation to grow back so that other animals, such as the beavers, could use it to their benefit, such as building homes in the winter. The result is where there was once only one beaver colony, there are now 9, and scientists believe that more are on the rise. Scientists have also come to believe that ecosystems have a sort of balance. This balance begins with the plants and then works its way up the food chain. In an article from missionwolf.org titled A Wolf's Role in the Ecosystem, the Tropic Cascade, the author, whose name was not provided on the article, states that if there is a healthy plant life, then the population will grow. This is due to the fact that healthy plants leads to large amounts of herbivores, big and small, and bugs, which leads to rodents, which leads to predators, and then larger predators. However, if something is taken out of the cycle, the balance of the food chain will then become disturbed. This was clearly seen with the case of beavers. With the elk eating all the vegetation and overpopulating due to the lack of predators, the ecosystem became greatly imbalanced. Once the wolves returned, the balance was restored. Wolves are also food providers. Wolves do not only benefit the beavers and the vegetation by keeping the elk population down, they are also food providers to the scavengers. Animals considered to be scavengers in Yellowstone Park, as recorded in Yellowstone.com, are ravens, eagles, magpies, coyotes, and bears, both grizzly and black. These scavengers rely on the wolves as a source of food. Whereas before many of them relied on the winter to kill and provide its food, they now rely on the wolves for the whole year. There is an old Native American tale that stated that ravens always followed the wolf. This is actually a fact. Ravens do always follow the wolves. They follow them for their food. As you can see right here, I have a chart. I apologize, it's a little hard to read, but this is the 1995 when the wolves came back and their population as they've grown. This is the elk, and you can see that their population, and this is the elk in the thousands. Their population has gone from over 20,000 down to a normal range between 5 and 10,000. Then you have different types of plants, such as the aspens, and you can see that they have been on the rise, as well as the cottonwood, also on the rise. And they also have other animals such as the bison and the willow, all have been evening out. Wolves have been proven to be a vital source when it comes to the ecosystem. They help to keep the balance in Yellowstone, and they even improve the life of the vegetation and the animals, such as the willow tree and the beaver. I hope from now on, when you think of a wolf, you don't think of a villain, but instead think of a hero. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good.